Hi Leo, happy birthday and welcome to your August 2020 Astrology 33 love reading. Thank you to those of you who've liked, viewed, shared, subscribed, and donated to the channel. I appreciate all of that. For those of you interested in booking a personal reading with me, just check out the description of the video for more details there. As far as what we have in front of us, this is what I call the bridging the gap spread, and the way it works is the cards on the left side represent your energy toward the connection with your main love interest, cards on the right side represent their energy toward the connection. And these are the past energies, present energies, future energies. Once we get through all those, we'll actually pull some oracle cards with some additional insight. That's where the bridging the gap dynamic comes into play. And as far as the decks being used, on the left side we have the Lover's Path Tarot, on the right side we have the Tarot Sexual Magic. And also keep in mind it's a general reading. So while I'm going to refer to the cards on the left as your energy and the cards on the right as their energy, if you feel like those energies are actually reversed, then you can trust that. Alright? So, past energy on your side. We have two cards. We have the Six of Cups and the Three of Arrows. So, to me, it looks like for a lot of you, this is someone that you already have a history with, and in the past, it looks like you guys might have actually reconciled, and then actually ended up right back at square one again, where you guys might have broken up again, or possibly through reconnecting with this person, possibly during the Mercury retrograde, for example, or possibly the Venus retrograde too. But I feel like during reconnecting with this person, you might have realized that maybe there was still some healing that needed to take place. So it looks like whatever the case may be, if you guys reconnected in the past, there might have been a split up. Or this could represent possibly this is a situation you were in with someone else, and due to that, you might not have been ready for this new person to come along. So it could be either of those two things, but for the majority of you, I think this is someone you have a history with. Alright. Past energy on their side, we have the Nine of Cups, the Judgment card, and the Eight of Wands. So yeah, for the vast majority of you, I feel like this is definitely someone you had a history with, and I feel like for the majority of you also, it was them who were actually the ones who were being the aggressor and trying to get you guys back together. So the reason I say that, we have the Nine of Cups, that's often an energy of wish fulfillment, so I feel like they were the ones who probably initially suggested the idea with the Judgment card. They view an opportunity for a second chance. Some of you might have a kid with this person as well. And then also with the Eight of Wands, that's another indicator for me that says that they were probably the ones that were reaching out, doing the majority of the communication, and trying to get things back off the ground with you. In the present position on your side, we have the Nine of Coins. So this is actually Virgo energy here. So on the one hand, this might just be saying that you guys might just be focusing more on your finances, not even really worrying about the connection right now. But either way, I feel like this is saying that for now, it looks like you guys are actually just preferring to be single and actually enjoying yourselves, maybe taking some time out in nature, just really enjoying your independence for the time being. So like I said, for the majority of you, I feel like this is a person you already had a history with and broke away from them because maybe you just realized it wasn't a good fit, or maybe the timing was off for you. But even for some of you, if this was a new person and you were just going through that situation with another person, I feel like either way, this is saying that in the present moment, you're just happy being single and you're not really thinking about being in a committed relationship right now. Alright, present energy on their side, a lot of cards came up. We have the Nine of Pentacles, so same exact energy you have. Virgo energy. Knight of Chalices, which is actually Pisces energy. Six of Wands, which is Leo energy. Four of Wands, which is Aries energy. And the Hermit. So, like I said, a lot of cards here, but starting with the Nine of Pentacles, I feel like this is them seeing that you're interested in being single, but I feel like this is them still trying to keep the connection going in some way. The reason I say that is the Nine of Pentacles artwork here, we see it looks like he's trying to cut some of her hair, right? So to me, that's saying that, okay, if you made the decision you wanted to split, I feel like this is them still trying to keep some part of you in the picture. With the Knight of Chalices, this could just be them coming forward again and attempting to make an offer to you. With that Six of Wands energy, I'm just picking up on persistence on their part, But this is Leo energy, so for some of you, this could represent your energy. And then that Four of Wands, I feel like they're just really persistent and they still want to get this situation going between the two of you. It just looks like you're not there. And then this could just be saying that eventually they might actually give up and maybe kind of go back to the drawing board and maybe come back around toward you guys during Virgo season, since this is Virgo energy here. Or it could just be saying that, they're going to keep making that push. And the more you show them that you're just content with that, being single right now and doing your own thing, eventually they might withdraw. But it looks like it's going to take they're going to make at least a couple more attempts your way. That's what I'm feeling there. All right. And the future energy, we have the Four of Cups and the Nine of Arrows. So interesting energies here. The Four of Cups, what stands out to me there is actually towards the very end of the month, Venus will actually be moving through the last 10 degrees of Cancer, and that's what this card represents. And then we see the Nine of Arrows there. So on the one hand, Cancer energy for you guys is 12th house. And then to me, this is Gemini energy here, but this often gives me that 12th house type of energy too, which is good, saying that you might be losing sleep, having a lot of anxiety around the situation, maybe having a lot of recurring dreams around the situation. So what I feel like this is saying here is that, to me, this represents you rejecting those offers from them. But I feel like, in your dream world, you might just be getting some kind of signs and signals that there's something guiding you back toward the connection. Especially if you look at the body language there, you have your back turned to the cards on that side, but then here we see your turn toward the cards on that side, right? And it looks like almost there's like a angel figure in the background there, and they're trying to give you an arrow, which to me is saying that it's, you just might be getting these signs. Like I said, could be in your dream world, especially with Venus in the 12th, where you might just be feeling like you're being nudged to actually reach out to this person and talk with this person, but it looks like you have a lot of anxiety around that. So, it could just be because you guys might have that complex past and you might not want to go back into the connection, but it could just be that you guys just have this type of karmic tie, or like I said, for some of you might even have a child together with that Judgment card there. So maybe that's the thing that keeps you guys connected, but you just feel like you're not ready really to be in an actual relationship at this time. And the future energy on their side is the Chariot. So this is actually Cancer energy as well. Usually this points to victory, but with this card here and this deck in particular, what I feel like this could be saying is that they might actually finally move away, and that's what I was saying potentially with that energy in the present as well, where they might make a few more attempts and then eventually just realize, okay, well, I'm going to have to give it some time. And then if that's the case, they might come back around sometime during Virgo season, since we saw the Hermit there. But that's what I'm seeing there, so they might pull away eventually. And I get a weird feeling too that for some of them, they might feel like they know that would actually pull you back in. So that's what I'm saying. I feel like this is like there's a lot of karmic ties in this connection, because I feel like they almost know that, okay, you know what, I made my effort, I'm just going to leave the connection. And then I feel like they have that thought in the back of their mind that if they do that, as opposed to putting the direct effort in, that's actually going to pull you back toward them. So, and it looks like, quite frankly, that might actually be what happens too, because like I said, we see that Four of Cups and then the Nine of Arrows where you're pointed back toward them and you're feeling nudged to communicate to them, but it looks like you're not ready. So definitely an interesting connection here, but that's what I'm picking up on. Bottom of the deck on your side, we have the Eight of Cups, which usually represents looking for something more fulfilling. So that could be part of the issue too. It's not necessarily that you feel like this person lacks effort, but it could just be that maybe you feel like you can't take them seriously for whatever reason. And so that's why you're keeping in mind you want something more fulfilling as far as a connection goes. And then the energy on their side is the Ten of Wands, which is to say that, they might feel like they've put in as much effort as they could as well. So interesting energies there. We'll see what the Oracle cards add to the mix. So first we'll see if we get anything from the Mystic Moon Oracle deck here. I did pre-shuffle this deck, and what I'm going to be looking for here is some jumpers. First, I'll be looking for unspoken messages from you to them, and then from them to you. And if I shuffle for a while and nothing comes up, I'll just move on to the next oracle deck, since it's just a general reading. So we'll see if we get anything. Okay, got one there. And next we'll see if we get any unspoken messages from them to you. Okay, looks like 2 cards came up there. Alright, so on your side we have your intensity frightens and allures me at the same time. As the artwork. So that could be what it is as well, because I was saying, especially in the past, it looks like, they might have been aggressive there, and then I feel like there's persistence there. So I do have to say, seeing this card pop up does show me that, at least for some of you, that could definitely be the case, where this Three of Swords energy I see here might be saying that recently you did reconnect with someone, and then this was someone new, and you weren't quite ready to proceed with a new connection yet, so the timing was off. You might have felt like they were coming on a bit too strong while you were still healing from another situation. And for some of you, this could still be within this same connection too, where maybe they're just coming on a bit too strong for your liking, and you're trying to just enjoy your independence and your own space for the time being. But that's what I see there. And then on their side, we have I miss you regardless of how things seem. I mean, I definitely feel like they're the ones being persistent. So if anything, maybe that's the energy that would speak to you once they do. Like I said, it looks like I'm picking up on an energy where they're going to keep making an effort toward you. And then as you show them that you're not really interested, they might finally leave. So, I mean, I feel like that's saying that when they get to that point, you might feel like, oh, are they actually really over it? I feel like that's not the case. It's just saying that they do miss you, but they just might feel like they're at a loss. And then here we have, I wish I could take back the things I said. So, you know, if there was some kind of a harsh energy, especially with that Three of Swords in the past, obviously there could have been something that was said that might have led to this split up, but that's what I see there. So it definitely looks like there's some remorse on their side. And like I said, with the I miss you, regardless of how things seem, I feel like they are going to be pretty persistent. But eventually, like I said, it looks like you're not really going to be interested in that. And then looks like they would eventually move away. But I feel like it's not, necessarily because of a lack of feelings. It's just that they might feel like, well, there's nothing more they could do at this point. So the ball might be in your court in that regard. All right, and next we'll take a look at the Wisdom of the Oracle deck here. See if we get anything. Same situation, I did pre-shuffle this deck, and here I'm just looking for one card and we'll wrap up. All right, nothing's coming up here, so I'll get a few more shuffles, and worst case, we'll just pull a random card. All right, yeah, so let me put the deck down. And give me a second, we'll just pull a card. Okay. All right, we have Not For You. There's the artwork, and the number is 6. Okay, it says a clear knowing that something is being denied you. Rejection is God's protection. The oracle's message. There are times when it appears that no matter how deeply you desire something, no matter how hard you work at something, the result you seek always seems to elude you. It's as if you don't really get to be in the game and you feel you're just watching from the sidelines. The appearance of this card indicates that you are not going to attain what you want right now, that indeed, your dreams for that exact thing will not be fulfilled. This is a time to radically accept that not everything is available to you when you want it. Take heart, for there are benevolent forces who desire the best for you and have a much clearer idea of what is for your highest good. Rejection is God's protection. Something much better that will make you truly happy is on its way. Trust this. So, definitely an interesting message there. And quite frankly, I do have to say that that message, while I do see it resonating in the spread, I feel like that would be more for the energy on this side. So, like I was saying, it is a general reading. So, for those of you who feel like the energy on this side sounds more like your energy instead of that energy on that side, I feel like this message probably would resonate more strongly for you. But hopefully that made sense. And the relationship message says some relationships carry an innate seed of failure in them that is obvious from the beginning, but the red flags escape your observation or you refuse to acknowledge them. When a relationship is not meant to be, it is not possible to make it be. Rejection is a sign that you're being protected by the divine. If you are the one who must reject another, remember that you do so for both your sakes. For every pot there is a lid. This one may not be the best fit. So definitely an interesting message there. And like I said, it seems like the energy on this side, which for the majority of you, I was thinking this probably is your energy on the left. It looks like there's a lack of interest there, but then there's that weird pull too, like I said, with that Nine of Swords. So this could definitely be like a karmic situation. And maybe this is just saying, if nothing else, that the timing isn't right. So instinctively, you might feel that, and that's why you're trying to be in that Nine of Pentacles energy. So maybe somewhere down the line, the energy would change there. But at the very least, for this month, it doesn't look like things are really going to move between the two of you. So hopefully that resonated with you guys. We'll wrap up there. Once again, happy birthday. I'll see you guys next month. All right. Bye.